Okay, so let me get this situated here. Um, my nails, I was going to get my nails done. I got the acrylics. I love acrylic because my nails are stronger afterward because they only have to be removed every third or fourth. You do your fill-ins and stuff. So before I left, I didn't have time to go and get them filled in. So, and they were like on 3 weeks. So I soaked them off myself, and I still have. I know my cuticles are gross and everything. You can see where I still have some of the stuff on there. I didn't want to weaken them further. Plus, I was pressed for time, so they're just kind of icky. And I don't want to go here because I want to go back to the lady I go to at home. So I bought these. Okay, I already opened up the package and tore it all up, but Dashing Diva gloss, and these are the ones I chose. It has a little bit of color, a little bit of sparkle, and I'm probably going to go back and get these sparkle ones. They had a 3-color sparkle, and then they got this little floral pattern here. So I'm going to do these. I've never done these before, so let's just see what happens, okay? So I've already taken off my polish with acetone polish remover. And I have these little readers on because my contacts don't allow me to read very well. I have ordered some new glasses, prescription readers, prescription glasses, prescription readers, and prescription sunglasses. So those should be coming in before I leave Mama's. And so yeah, so my hands have been washed. Cuticles are already back. I did the acetone polish remover, so I don't have to use the prep pad. They're completely dry. And this says to do the Red Therapy Base Seal Treatment for gloss to hydrate and strengthen natural nails while extending the wear of gloss. I don't have that. I did not know that. I did not see it. It might have been there. It might not have been. This is Dollar General. So select the size. So let's see what we can do here. I thought I was having to turn around the camera, but I don't have to turn it around. I just had to lower it. So we will, let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and read the instructions first. Okay, select the size, place the strip over the center of your nail starting at cuticle line and pressing outward. Press down firmly from center and side to side. Fold over the excess. And then use the file to go over. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Now, where do I want these? Do I want the shiny glossies? What do I want to do here? I think I'll do that color on these. I'll do a gloss on this one. Okay, so I'll go every other with this. I'll do the glossy on these two. Or maybe I'll do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know. We'll start with the pinky and then we'll go from there. So, how do you pull it off? It's a little bit hard to pull this off, y'all. Sorry about the chin in here. Okay, so we'll put this on here. Golly. I guess you have to be able to see to be able to do this. Okay, that one's a little narrow. So we'll go with the next size. I hope these work okay. So down and outward, down and outward. Here we go. If my nails were short, I could get 2 off of one of these. Okay. So it is going to show the lumps and bumps that I have on here from the acrylic that did not come off yet. The little bit that was remaining on there. So fold that over. And then use this in one sweeping motion, it says. Okay. Did it come off? I'm not sure it did. Okay. It's not quite as easy as they say. Maybe I'm not applying enough pressure. It's a learning experience, y'all. And it's $6, so, you know, I've wasted $6 on more worthless things than this, so there we go. Okay, well, it's not over the edge anymore because, well, maybe just a little bit because it fell off, but what do you think? See? Not too bad. And we'll see. I am wearing my blue gloves whenever I'm doing dishes and cleaning the bathroom, so we'll see. Okay, I like that. That's very close to a color that I have a few similar shades in my stuff at home. Let's raise that just a little bit more. Okay, let's have a sip of coffee, shall we? Coffee good. It's so good. I don't think I'm going to use the sparkles. I think I'm just going to do these. Okay, well, let's do the other pinky. This one. Okay, let's see. I think I can get away with this one. It's funny how they don't do two of the same size. I always find that interesting, especially with the cheaper like press-ons and glue-ons. Because it would seem like if you have two hands, it's going to take two of the same size, one would think, right? So, let's see. Okay, so didn't quite get it to this edge over here. I don't know if you can see that, but we will make it work. We will. Let's try doing this first. Wish I could cut left-handed with these scissors, but I'm not the lefties. Charlene is in the family. I guess it comes off by itself if you get it right. Ah! There we go. I don't want to file the nail too much because they are growing with the acrylics. And whenever I do get home, I'm going to go see Lisa at Ocoee Nails and have her put an overlay over. We're just going to do an overlay. We're not doing any tips because I like my nails about this length, but as they grow out and fill, you know, by the time I go to conference, they'll be a little bit longer and kind of fancy for my event. So I'm super excited about conference this year. I went last year. I stayed with two gals that I only knew from online, from our trainings and whatnot, our group stuff. Okay, so there we go. We got two nails done. And I really enjoyed it. Lynn and Joelle were just fabulous. And we all got along together, and, you know, we didn't root each other out sleeping and stuff, so, which thankfully I took my CPAP with me. Does anybody else sleep with a CPAP? There was one time our church went to the Sing conference in Nashville, and I was rooming with my friend Sandy, and my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter. I forgot my CPAP machine. And I snore like a freight train. Poor Sandy, we were sharing a bed, and she went to the bathroom, y'all, and she slept in the tub. She slept under the sink. She was trying to get away from me and my snoring. That was the first night. She did not sleep well. Second night, I slept on the floor because I felt terrible. And she had gotten a little sick also, which that wasn't from my snoring, but she got a little sick. So I slept on the floor thinking that might help a little bit. It didn't. Because when you snore, you're going to snore no matter where you are. So, there we go. Pretty. I'm just trying to protect them a little bit because they are just a tiny bit weak on the ends, even though there is that little bit of acrylic still on there. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to go with this and this. I'm going to put this here. Let's see if it goes there. Anyway, poor Sandy. And there have been a couple other times where I've forgotten it, but it's time for me to buy a travel unit. I need one that will travel well. And, oh, I should have trimmed that a little. Nope. There we go. Let's not get our hair in it. And we'll trim this down just a tiny bit. Anyway, I'm looking at buying a travel size CPAP that I can also use at home, but one that's a lot smaller, because the one I have is an older one and I didn't have to pay for it. It was my father-in-law's old one, and I've been able to use it for the last almost 10 years with only replacing one part, and of course the hoses and mask from time to time. But it's rather bulky, and whenever you travel like I do, I have a special case that it just fits into on the sides. So yeah. So let's see, Daddy has had Perry Mason, Matlock, and now is on Hawaii Five-0. This is part of his daily thing. We've also had some preaching on TV this morning. And okay. This isn't the greatest manicure, but you know what? It'll do. It'll keep these protected. I won't feel like the nail is breaking underneath the acrylic if I tap it against something, because it'll be covered here. Okay, there's those two. Shall I do one more of these, or should I do another? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this color, the darker color on the thumbs. So I think I will do the next one. So which way do I want it to go? This way. Boy, I'm telling you, when you can't see, it makes everything difficult. I never thought my eyesight would get so bad, but I think it's because I had uncontrolled diabetes for so long. I believe that had a lot to do with it. But I also, you know, a little bit of conspiracy theorist that I am, I do believe that our phones and computers have weakened our eyesight. All that blue light, the LEDs, all that stuff. We spend so much time under artificial lighting situations and looking at electronic screens that we're really doing ourselves a disservice, and we don't get enough natural sunlight, which is actually good for the eyes. I know there are different schools of thought on that, but I believe God created sunshine and all that, and He didn't intend it for our harm. That's why I don't get the UV blocking on my glasses whenever possible, because we are supposed to have some UV light, and getting outside in natural light, it helps us with our vitamin D protection or production, but it's also good for our eyes. So let's see. Okay, is that? Let's get these big old thumbs going here. So I don't think that one's going to be large enough. It's almost, but not quite. Another sip of coffee, please. Let's see. Take that off here. Let's hope I didn't trim too much off of that one. I have to go from this side. Okay, we'll do it this way. Oh. Helps if you peel it off of the right side. Get on there straight, you. There we go. It'll do, it'll do, it'll do. Oh, what we do in the name of vanity, huh? That. Ta-da! We're getting there. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm loving it. I really am loving it. think this one. This. Okay, this one seems to be giving me a bit of trouble. Don't know why. But we're okay with it. Okay. Not too shabby for a first try. Never having worked with these before. So here we go. This is it. This one's giving me a little bit of trouble, but we'll see what happens. See how it's just kind of like that, but every time I go to file it, it just goes more and more, and I don't want to file the nail down too much. So we'll see how long it lasts. It says up to 14 days. They are gel strips, and they come off easily, I think. So I'm not gonna pull real hard because I don't want to pull the top layers of my fingernail off. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me and my nails. P.S. I just found out there's a whole other strip of this. So all my talk about not having more, they already fixed it. Silly me.